Oh, this is awesome. Uh, People that have been kidnapped by the Gestapo ICE have revolted, and some have been able to escape. From what I've heard, they were able to knock down some retaining wall. Um, this was at Delaney concentration camp. More and more people should be revolting inside these concentration camps. With enough people, ICE can't do anything because there's so few of them, actually.
As many as 50 immigrant detainees have staged a revolt at the Delaney Hall ICE Detention Center in Newark.
It's being reported several migrants were able to escape the facility and are currently unaccounted for. Good day's Briella Tomasetti live in Newark with the very latest on the situation and the investigation. Briella.
It is not against the law to escape from your kidnappers. To act like it's against the law to escape from kidnappers changes everything about people being able to be kidnapped. This would mean that anytime you get kidnapped, you wouldn't have the right to try to free yourself.
Yeah, Janet Tashani, good morning. A lawyer told NJ.com that those dozens of inmates banded together and pushed down a dormitory wall to break free. All of this while protesters were gathered outside of the facility here in Newark. Several migrants now, yes, reportedly missing following that riot. ICE officials have been holding migrants facing deportation at Delaney Hall. The New York Post reports that a manhunt is underway for 4 people who are still on the run after the detainees created a rope out of bed sheets, which they used to descend from their 3rd floor dorm. Earlier,
They're acting like these people are actually criminals that are actually being legitimately deported when these people are not criminals and they haven't had their due process rights.
Earlier in the day, around 3 dozen people held a demonstration outside Delaney Hall protesting allegations of poor conditions inside the facility. Amy Torres, executive director with the New Jersey Alliance for Immigrant Justice, said that a dispute broke out after meals were delivered late.
New Jersey has a nonprofit-run rapid response line, 1-888-DIRE SOS, and one of the volunteers who staffs that line received a call from inside Delaney Hall. The fight was over the fact that people had not been given food for over 20 hours. When people started protesting over lunch, that's when things escalated with guards inside and the facility went into lockdown.
Mayor Ross Baraka said in a statement, "We are concerned about reports of what has transpired at Delaney Hall, ranging from withholding food and poor treatment to uprising and escaped detainees."
Okay, why is he treating the kidnapped citizens as escaped detainees? These people have the right to free themselves. He should be concerned that there are agents kidnapping people off the streets.
This entire situation lacks sufficient oversight of every basic detail, including local zoning laws and fundamental constitutional rights.
Okay, then shut down that concentration camp. It is wild how these people will speak out about how bad the concentration camps are, and then do nothing about them.
The site has been a hotbed for protests in recent weeks. Last month, one of them resulted in Baraka's arrest. Baraka said he, along with several members of Congress, including New Jersey Democrat LaMonica McIver, were invited to tour the facility when ICE officials took them into custody for trespassing. Less than 2 weeks later, the charges against Baraka were dropped, but he has filed a lawsuit over the arrest. Meanwhile, a federal grand jury indicted McIver on 3 criminal counts of assaulting, resisting, impeding, and interfering with federal officers. She is set to be arraigned on Monday, and if convicted, she could face time in prison.
For trying to do her actual job, this is truly authoritarianism. And if it wasn't for the Biden administration expanding ICE and increasing their funding, they wouldn't have the same kind of power that they do now. Same with the previous administration, and also the administration before that. Since the creation of ICE, every single administration has just been increasing the funding and expanding their powers. And now there are some people that are surprised Trump is able to do what he can. He wouldn't be if the past Dems actually tried to curtail the powers of ICE instead of expanding them.
Now, we've reached out to the Department of Homeland Security, which oversees ICE, to get any